Can you focus, camera? We're back from Washington. I'm standing here in front of the Supra, Big Blue. We got a little bit of work ahead of us. It's not actually a ton of work. It's like bash bar, front tube structure, where it lands down here, and some stitch welding. A little bit of this needs to be like finessed from the opposite side. Same with here. Clean it up down to raw metal so Joe can stitch weld it pretty good. Plate this. Just got a handful of things to do that are all metal related. Then we can put the motor back in. The motor might have to go back in actually before we do some of it. So what I was thinking is right now I'm gonna drop the subframe again, grind out a bunch of this nasty tar stuff from the factory that's rust preventative or whatever you want to call it. One thing I was kind of thinking about over here, we could stitch weld the whole thing, but then say it happens again. I don't want to stitch weld the whole thing just like how we did it. Oh, you don't want to stitch weld over here? I think we have to because this has been moved and it's like went that way then came back. It's probably weak as now. That's why I think we have to stitch weld in here along that seam. It is gonna make it worse if we have to do this again, but well, I'm gonna start working on it. First I gotta unload the trailer, I guess, and then I was gonna grind these down and grind that down, make that plate, and then like get ready for things that need to get welded later. But I'll test the bash bar. That might kind of mess us up if the bash bar doesn't just bolt in anymore. We might be messing with that as well, huh? Because like before we can even put this back together, we have to mount. First do that and then maybe hit part of it with paint that's like hard to get in there, so we're not going back in that corner again. And then we're just painting like these tubes here. We're gonna have to like mount the fenders, mount the hood, and then do that whole, your favorite whole thing, remember that? Joe loves doing front end alignment setups on Supras. Supras are not easy to line up the headlights and the front fender and the front bumper. Like a S chassis or something with a boxier thing is easier. Supras suck. All right, we'll be back, guys. Check that out. Not the weights, people. Bash bar bolted right up to the end of the frame rails. Joe had to do like a flex squat thing. He actually just flexed his thigh and the bash bar got nervous and just fell in place. He was over on the other side of the shop. So then we didn't have to do much. And now he's gonna do some welding and then I'll do some painting, but I was just curious about that. That's more like step 2 and I kind of jumped the gun on that one. We'll get back to it though, guys. Joe stitch welded all this. Hopefully you guys saw it because the camera was on, but it might have turned off. So it's like damaged, we fixed it, then we're gonna paint it. No one will know. And we won't show anyone on our YouTube channel, so no one will know.
Ever.
Except everyone will know, but we're fixing it nice. Those weights are there because I'm trying to flip over backwards. There's no motor, no front subframe. Yeah, there's radiators and huge diffs and other things and axles and really light rims. But the other stuff is heavy. It's looking like a better car every day. Oh, and this just bolted right on. I think we told you that.
Persuaded.
Yeah, Joe flexed and it moved. I'll paint tomorrow. And then we'll put the other fender on tomorrow on the hood and start doing the front end stuff. Yeah, so we would do hood, front bumper, headlights, fenders, and all the little tabs that are part of that which is kind of a pain. But once we do all that, then we take everything back off, or some of it back off, put the motor in, then we line up the intercooler. We might be able to build the intercooler mount because we have the lower mount. I don't know, we probably put the motor in, double check that everything lines up. Well, that's the update for today. Oh, no, we put a new Reinhardt in, and we put this piece back on. This was broken, that's where my sway bar mounts. The link, the arm comes out off of here, and the end link goes a little heim joint from here to there. Put a new arm, or the bolt in and stuff like that. Alright, small updates, more coming tomorrow.